Good morning, Dave here with Organic Gardening in North Carolina. It is May the 14th, 2015, and I thought I'd give you a garden update tour. A lot's been going on since the last tour, so here we go. Start at the bottom side of my garden again. Here are the blackberries. There's comfrey, which is coming up now pretty well. I planted little snow peas, sugar peas all over the garden. You can see it's starting to have set some pods. There's some kind of squash, zucchini or yellow squash. I can't remember exactly what I planted here. Seems to be a problem with me not remembering what I planted, but eventually I'll figure it out. Here's my granddaughter's flower garden. We have some sunflowers. This is edible. I can't remember what it is. Marigold. Some more flowers we planted from seed. These are something that came up from bulb. I think they have yellow flowers, I'm not sure. Here's some more sugar peas. My spinach is bolted with the hot and dry weather. This lettuce I really love because it's nice and tender, even though the leaves are pretty big. And I'm not sure what it is. It might be a butternut or something like that. My arugula has also bolted and dried out, so it's putting out seed pods. So these seeds actually might even be ready to plant. Look at that, I just planted them. I do have some lettuce, it's still looking pretty good. Last month I couldn't remember what I planted here. Now I remember I did plant some carrots in here. So they didn't come up very well because it's been so dry. I've been getting a lot of squash borer, so I decided to hide my zucchini inside my mint patch. So there's a zucchini down inside there hiding. See if that keeps the vine borers away. And that's also another zucchini, unless it's watermelon. I planted some watermelon to have a short vine. I planted diaconon, or however you pronounce it, radishes in through this area. And there's raspberries, which are starting to put out some fruit, but of course needs to ripen up. I also planted some peanuts down here, which we'll have to see how they do. There's another bed of lettuce. And I planted some tomatoes just yesterday. I just made a little furrow and put the roots near the top of the soil. So it'll be interesting to see how they do. That's heirloom cherry. That's a number 4, which I always have to look at my chart and see what my number 4 was. And this should be a Rutgers. There's some kale in my kale bed, and that kale's putting out seeds. Had asparagus that I've actually eaten quite a bit of, and it's still coming up. Some coming up right there. That looks like one that might be a big enough one to eat. But if they're little, you just let them go to seed, or not really, I guess it is seed, but they don't really propagate that way. But it helps, that's what makes the growth and gets the roots ready for next year when you let the tops grow out big like that. This is some kind of herb that nobody's ever told me what it is, but it's really starting to take off. I pulled a lot of it out, and if anyone knows what it is, I sure wouldn't mind knowing. I planted some more Egyptian spinach through here, and it hasn't come up yet. My horseradish is doing well. I didn't harvest any roots this year, just letting them grow. I had a row of cilantro here, but I harvested it. And there's I have a lot of little cilantro coming up all through the garden. There's a kale plant. There's some more daikon, or however you pronounce it, radishes. These are planted earlier and looking better. Oh, and here's another row of tomatoes that I planted probably a week or two ago. I planted those just with the deep roots as deep in the ground as I could go. Again, that's cherry. The one I don't know, number 4, and Rutgers. This is one of my favorite kales because it had big flat leaves, so I let the whole plant go to seed. And oh, I forgot to tell you last month that we had potatoes this year. I put some seed potatoes in, so I got a short row of potatoes. So we also had strawberries, and they're about done for the year, looks like. I'm not impressed with these strawberry plants I have. It seems like they don't get very big, and they don't produce very much. So I'm not sure if that's just because my soil's getting into shape, or I need to try another brand of strawberries. I think I need to try another brand of strawberries. And I need to pick these sugar peas. These are the best looking sugar peas or snow peas or whatever they are that I've ever grown. They're nice and tall. They're as tall as me now. Here's some Mexican sunflowers starting to come up. And these are clematis on the edge of the garden. Some more kale plants up this way. And let me show you on the other side of the yard. Oh, we have a pear tree too. Has some pears on it this year. It's not that old a tree. Might as well, while I'm at it, show you our little peach tree, which has peaches on it. And I've actually thinned a huge amount of these peaches off. Yeah, we know you're there, puppy. Puppy's gotten big. Probably since last month. Show you my teepee over here. Of course, the puppy tore off all the strings, so I got to put some more string or netting or something on it. But I do have beans planted here, and I also, well, there's some comfrey too. So I got beans, comfrey, And I also planted some vining things up here. I planted some gourds, and I think I'm gonna put some Malabar spinach up here too. But I'm thinking about putting some bird netting up here. But I'm a little afraid the dogs are gonna tear that up. This was collards here, which has gone to seed. So I'm gonna have a lot of collard seeds. One thing I forgot to show you over here is the Malabar spinach. Yeah. Okay, there's the Malabar spinach. It's just starting to grow. And I got a bigger one down here at the other side of the garden. There it is. So it's just starting to get warm this year. So looking for those to start taking off. And I'm gonna have to put a trellis up for those. Alright, so that's the garden in May. We will keep you updated, do another garden tour next month, and I wish you all blessings and have a great day. Bye-bye.